Welcome to Lawrence, Kansas, and pay heed all who enter, and beware, these Jayhawks can play a little football too. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and when you've got a team that makes it into the top 25, now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, facing off with another team from the Pac-12, the Kansas Jayhawks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Jayhawks will put total leather to crank us up. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The LSU Tigers offense will have the first possession of the game. And here he comes, just jogging onto the field, but what's going fast, the heart rates of everybody in this crowd, Jesse.
Well, this is a special player. All eyes in the stadium on this guy, David. You know the defense, they're going to have to find a way to try to slow this guy down.
And he's going to touch it every single play. He'll be the main focal point. Can he handle the pressure? Can he handle the big moments? Can he handle this stage and lead his team in a big moment?
Off he goes. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers.
Number 17.
Well, they wanted to be aggressive in the passing game, and they didn't waste a lot of time. They take a shot vertically down the field to their star player. He makes the play, and he makes the defense pay.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Jayhawks offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And these two electrifying runners can put on a show, guys.
Well, we always talk about the importance of tackling on defense, never more so than a game like this. When you've got two studs in the backfield that can make people look silly, you better bring hats to the football.
Yeah, and you think there'll be a lot of carries today? When you got running backs like this that you can feature, you're going to see them get the football a lot, early and often.
And the Jayhawks headed quickly to the line. The play-action fake. Catch in the middle. It's Montgomery. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Jayhawks will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer.
And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
Well, they're able to get the negative play, great individual effort. I know LSU's defense always goes by DBU, but they've had some big-time players up front on that D-line, too. And you think recently, guys like Marcus Spears, Glenn Dorsey, Kiki Mingo, Daniil Hunter, dudes that can line up one-on-one. These guys were like avatars with their frames. So difficult to block and so athletic. That's what this guy reminds you of sometimes.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. After putting up a 3 spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man. Up near the 40-yard line. They'll mark it at the 39, a pickup of 15. Just about any LSU offense will make you hold your breath when they play pitch and catch.
Yeah, just such elite playmakers usually. Just such speed. And listen, when you're a defense, speed kills. And LSU, no matter who plays quarterback, they always got dudes that can fly out wide that absolutely scare.
Let's see which way they go after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 39. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Back to the air one more time. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They'll immediately call timeout. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Looking to pass, it's Nussmeier. Looking left. He makes the catch. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, I know everyone expected this guy to put up big numbers, but I don't know if anyone thought he could go for over 2,000 receiving yards on the year, but he did with that last catch. Wow.
LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Watkins. Stop is made at the 22, a 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone.
Remember back when I played for the Florida Gators, if you had 3,000 yards passing in a season, you might be an All-American. I know times have changed, but with that last completion, this guy's already over the 3,000-yard milestone this year.
On the option. He'll pitch it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Sixth play of the drive coming up. On the option. He'll pitch it. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Lets it fly. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Can the defense stop him again on 2nd and goal? They'll run play action. Fires to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions, now setting up third down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back, play zone, and try to break on the ball?
Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And I love the aggressiveness by the defense. Third down and short, I'm going to play with my DBs up, play aggressive, try to take away those RPOs, those quick throws, those easy routes. Did a really good job and made the tackle for
touchdown Tigers. And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. So an 82-yard drive there. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss.
14, Kansas, 3.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Kansas offense returns to the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
And the Jayhawks in the hurry-up. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Hunt. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm. What better way than converting on third down? Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Guys, LSU has the lead here. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Dropping back, it's James. Quick completion on the out. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on fourth down. It's third and long from the 45. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. The Jayhawks will punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. He gets a block. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. SMU came away with the victory today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in Dallas had to sweat things out for much of the second half. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get first downs and hopefully move the football.
Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages, it tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football.
And the Jayhawks will hustle to the line.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to...
And the quarterback is snowed under. And no shortage of the big boys coming out of Baton Rouge as LSU's defense in the backfield again.
Yeah, you talk about tall, long, athletic.
He's going to throw deep right side. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. From the gun, the running back has it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. Dropping back, it's James. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment. They've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got
throws toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Jayhawks.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the line because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? But if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off.
Sends it downfield. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. Makes the catch down the right side. He's loose. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, LSU! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
LSU 28, Kansas 10.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. There's certainly still a hill to climb, and they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Quickly complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. The Jayhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for a man. It's James. And they got him for the sack. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Fair catch called for, but there is a flag on the play. We'll have to sort it out.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So the offense keeps its drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. They'll throw it on 1st down. And that's a mistake you don't expect to see from a senior, and he is lucky to get it back.
Well, you know what they say, tips lead to picks. So the offense, they're lucky that one wasn't intercepted.
On second down, just keeps firing. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Jayhawks will line up to punt it away. He might just try to kick it away from the return man because he housed the first one. Coverage was all over him before he had a chance to breathe, and they knock him down deep in his own territory. First down for this offense. Little touch pass to the receiver. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. He'll take another shot here. He's got it down the left side. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Well, it didn't take long for this guy to leave his impact in the game, guys. With that catch, this guy's already over 100 yards in the game, and we're not even done the first half.
Feeling some heat. And the pass hits, picked off.
Well, the defense was able to get to the QB, and I think that's what really creates the interception. Because of the pressure and because of the hit on the quarterback, it affected the velocity, it affected the accuracy of the throw. The defense comes away with a huge takeaway.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Kansas offense returns to the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're...
Oh, they knock it free. Scoops it up. Still a live ball. The Jayhawks racing to the line in the hurry up. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. He'll come out throwing on first down.
Offside. Defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
The short hands, it's Morrison. And he'll be marked down right there, still short of the first down. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Fights off a defender. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down. And the Jayhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's James. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. To the ground with the back. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. They'll try to pop the draw. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Jayhawks line up to punt it away.
On to kick it away.
And the returner goes down. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. A 3rd and long coming up here. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown LSU! And the stomping has commenced.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There's no end in sight for these guys.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attacking.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking for room. It's Morrison. He'll slither through and pick up 3 and get it out to the 10-yard line. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Right down the middle. Ball in the air. Intercepted. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
This quarterback is having a day, man, and right there he was looking for touchdown pass number 5. He has been dialing it up. He's been throwing strikes. We haven't seen him miss very much like he did just there, but what a game this dude is having.
It's complete. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
LSU lining up 1st and goal. Wide out in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And the beatdown has ensued. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
LSU 42, Kansas 10.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be dragged down. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young...
Afterburner's coming. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Rock Chalk.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the 2nd level. Great vision in that, David. It shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's perfect. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Southern Miss is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by only 5 to Troy. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. All kinds of running room. Touchdown, Tigers! And the route is on.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Kansas, 17.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you...
Just keeps moving. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked. Handoff to the lone back. Hard running there. And he didn't find a whole lot of running room, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. Looking to throw, it's James. Outside the pocket, lets it go. It's caught downfield. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a 1st down. And the Jayhawks are marching down the field. Going up top on 1st down. Unloads to the right. Complete downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. The Jayhawks have it with a 1st and 10. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. In the red area, it's Morrison. Not a lot of room down here. He's able to pick up 2. It's down at the 12. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Power football with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
The incomplete pass, 4th down, fails, and they'll turn it over. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the...
LSU.
Line gets set, 1st down. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Trying to get behind the defense. Pulls it in on the right. Open runway ahead. Touchdown Tigers! And the punishment has been extended. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
The Kansas offense returns to the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Looking to throw, it's James. Fires to the right. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. He's got his man. Good tackle there to stop him short of the 1st down. It'll bring up a big decision. And the Jayhawks send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. They are in no mood to show any mercy as they keep flexing their muscle on offense.
Up big in the 4th quarter, and you just keep taking shots down the field. That tells you something, okay? You can take what you want from it, but this offense definitely not interested in running clock, interested in making a point.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Looking for the end zone. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats at the end of the season. We look up, we got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. They're trying to get to it. And he can't escape, and down he goes. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. The Jayhawks will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
After the incompletion, it's second down. They're bringing heat. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Good enough for a first down.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.